Given that our actions always speak louder than our words, how can you tell what someone's committed to? In today's Think Share. Hello and welcome to the Daily Think Share. My name is Zach. I'm here to bring to you what I've been thinking about, sharing about, talking about, listening to that doesn't belong in math class. If you're new to the channel, I invite you to subscribe. So today I'm sitting at the desk that me and my dad kind of share sometimes. And fairly recently, he has been, he has this old stamp collection. Looks like he moved it. He has this old stamp collection that he, and they got messed up in a flood some years ago. And I was asking him the other day what one of his goals was. He said it was to really declutter his collection of stuff. That some of it's been ruined, but he just wants to clear some things out. And he discovered maybe a year or so ago that he's always had this kind of uncomfortable feeling when he's around all this, he calls it clutter, because it feels like there's a lot of parts of his life that are incomplete because of it. I thought that was really cool insight, and it's been motivating him for a long time. He had been talking about how he wanted to declutter things, but this got him really moving. And I've just been really proud of him accomplishing a lot of what he wanted to recently, rather than talking about it and doing other things. And the other night, when I had asked him what his general goals were, he'd said, I really want to travel, and I want to clean up the house, from stuff that's been around for years. And I asked him how much time do you spend every day on these two goals of decluttering the house and doing that? And I won't share the numbers with you, but I asked him, Dad, how much time do you watch TV? And by the way, this is approved for him to share this, but I said, how much time do you watch TV? He said, probably too much, or probably more than I should. I said, stop shitting on yourself, but I got it. You realize it's a little bit more. I said, well, how committed are you really to doing these things? Or is it that one of your commitments, one of your goals is to make sure you relax every day? Is one of your goals to make sure that you're not letting the day stress you out so much, and that you stay entertained, or that you stay on top of the movies that you want to watch, or the TV? And after that conversation, he has kind of been on fire. Every day I've been seeing him putting stuff away. And so I think the message I wanted to share after seeing this stamp and reminding me of that is I think a lot about what do I want to feel in the final moments when I know my life is about to end. And the question is always, it's kind of my compass for what I can be doing with my time. My compass is always, how would I feel about whether I spent more or less time on this activity on my deathbed? Would I be glad that I spent so much time doing this, or would I be kind of disappointed? And I know one of them is always, if I'm playing, video games by myself, or if I'm playing Candy Crush or something, on my deathbed, would I say, wow, I'm glad that I de-stressed myself all those hours so that I could put in a full effort into the other things I care about? Or would I be just disappointed that, I didn't spend those hours talking to people, or calling people, or, working on a book, or working on the Think Share, or something like that? So I ask you, because I think actions are always more important. They speak so much louder than words. Is we say we're committed to things, but then we do things that are kind of different. So rather than saying, hey, you talk a lot about this, but then you don't do it, ask yourself instead, what must be your real commitment if you're spending so much time doing things? So oftentimes I look at people that, spend time TV, playing Candy Crush. I look at myself doing that. And I think a lot of times we have a commitment to de-stress ourselves from whatever it is that we spend the most time doing, whether it's our work, whether it's school, or whether it's, whatever our current life's purpose is. Maybe it's getting A's, maybe it's getting a promotion. But we use these things to de-stress ourselves. And the question is that something we're really committed to? Or do we want to spend that time picking up a hobby that lights us up the other 4 hours instead of just reminds us that we're not doing something else? So that's today's message. I hope it was useful. Thank you for watching. If you in the comments, let me know what are some of the things that you do that you haven't, maybe you've realized, I'm really not committed to this. Maybe I could be doing something else. Or share with me what are the things that you don't even know why you do it, but you just keep spending a ton of hours doing it per week. You have 168 hours. How do you spend them? If you liked it, give it a like. If you want to receive more and you want notifications when I come out with new things, hit the subscribe button and you receive notifications. Stay weird.